Hey Swifties, welcome to the channel. So today it is, oh God, what day is it? November 14th. And honestly, I had no idea that I was going to be on here live streaming, talking to you all about what is happening right now with Taylor Swift. Sorry guys, let me just make sure that I'm actually streaming right now because I can't even see myself. So one second. If you guys can see me, can you guys all please let me know in the live chat if you guys can see me right now, because I don't know if you guys can see me or not. Hold on guys, one second. This is my first time live streaming on this new platform, and so it kind of looks a little bit confusing to me. So let me just double check that I'm actually live streaming right now. If you guys can see me, can you guys see me? Okay, I have people in the chat right now, and it looks like, I don't know if you guys can see me. Tell me if you guys can see me, and I'll get on with what's going on here today. Okay, yes, okay, people can see me. All right, so I made this whole big drama about nothing. All right, okay, sorry guys, because I can't see myself at all. So I'm going to just watch what you guys are saying on the chat. So we have lots of people on the chat right now. Guys, so I had no idea that today I would be coming on at almost 7 o'clock talking about what's going on with Taylor Swift. I was working on my 13 days of Taylor Swift videos from December 1st to December 13th that I'm doing, and I was having dinner, I was taking a break, and I wasn't on my cell phone because my little cousin was playing with it, and he finally gave it to me. I log on to Instagram, I see Taylor has a story, I click on it, and it was not what I expected at all. I have said this from the start that it was already a bad situation with what was happening. You know, I went out, back in June when we first heard about the Taylor Swift, Scooter Braun, Scott Borchetta drama, and, I commented on that, and to be honest, I didn't think it was going to get as worse or as bad as it has gotten right now. I am absolutely shocked by what Taylor Swift shared on Twitter and all her social medias. Guys, let's just go ahead and dive into it. Let's talk about what Taylor Swift shared and give you guys a better insight of what is happening on here. So guys, Taylor Swift posted that it's been announced recently that she's going to be performing at the American Music Awards, since you guys all know she's going to be this year's Artist of the Decade, and we all know that she was planning on performing several of her songs. However, Taylor Swift just wrote that Scott Borchetta and Scooter Braun have now said, I am not allowed to perform my old songs on television because they claim that would be re-recording my music before I am allowed to next year. Let's go ahead and talk about that all really quick. So as you all know, Taylor Swift is supposed to be re-recording albums 1 through 5. So that does not include Reputation. That only includes Taylor Swift. That only includes Taylor Swift, Fearless, Speak Now, 1989, and Red. She was supposed to re-record these in November of 2020, which is exactly a year from now. And people were really excited because, it was finally going to happen. People said, oh, she should re-record her music. She should re-record her music. And fans have been super excited about it, even sharing ideas of what Taylor Swift can do differently, how she can, get people to buy these albums again when she re-records her music so that she can fully own those. And we were all kind of excited about that. We've been excited about Lover, and then this comes out. And so with this, basically, Big Machine is saying that Taylor Swift cannot perform her old songs at the AMAs because they consider it her re-recording. So I think they think that Taylor is going to use the recording, the live recording of this event, and use it. And guys, I am just stunned by this. Like, that is the most lamest excuse for trying to block Taylor Swift from doing something. So afterwards, she adds, additionally, and this isn't the way I had planned on telling you this news, Netflix had created a documentary about my life for the past few years. Scott and Scooter have declined the use of my older music or performance footage for this project, even though there is no mention of either of them or Big Machine Records anywhere in the film. Okay, guys, I've never made a documentary. You guys probably haven't made a documentary. Some of you guys have. But the point of a documentary is to show a person's story, and you cannot show a person's story without their footage. Imagine, what does a documentary without old footage look like? It doesn't look like anything. There's nothing there. So essentially, they are trying to block Taylor Swift's documentary to being released on Netflix, which has 158 million subscribers, people that are on their platform. So they are trying to block Taylor Swift from promoting herself in that way. So this is just pretty much, it's very sickening because, you know, the fact that they're making a documentary about her life, like, that is so awesome. There's so much to tell, 13-year career, and they're basically using whatever way they can to sort of mess with her, guys. Like, this is a dig at Taylor. This isn't, hey, we're protecting our assets. They can say that all they want, but what they are really doing is saying, hey, we're going to try and stop you any sort of way. So, let's see what you guys are saying, guys. What are your thoughts on so far what we've talked about? So far what we've read is that Taylor Swift cannot perform her old songs at the AMAs, which, by the way, is utterly ridiculous. She's being honored for Artist of the Decade, guys. Not artist just for her last album, Lover. No, Artist of the Decade. Like, that is such a huge honor. We were all so excited about that, and now she can't even do a compilation of her songs. So we have TS13 who says, I agree, Taylor Swift doesn't deserve any hate. It's not even that, you know, people can hate her all they want because that's what happens when you're at the top, guys. When you're at the top, people are going to hate you regardless. But this is literally trying to stop her. Them not allowing her to perform her songs at the AMAs is trying to stop her from having this beautiful moment that she has worked for her entire career. Them preventing her for them to use footage and old music on her documentary is them blocking that. So it's not even about hate, it's more than that. It's trying to take things away from her, which they know they can do at this point. Rachel Schallenbarger says, so ridiculous, these two men are trash. You know, thank you for using the quotations on that because I've been seeing so many people say men this, men that. No, forget that. I have a great man in my life. Taylor Swift has great men in her life, Austin, Joe, and her father. So these men are not men. Scott Borchetta and Scooter Braun are little boys at the very best. So it's funny. I love that you put the quotations. Let's see. Lena says, no one should ever stop her. She is so amazing, and it's horrible for them to do this. TS13 says it's outrageous and ridiculous. Yeah, and I think that the common consensus that I've been seeing on Twitter is a lot of people, you know, go out there and say that, you know, they are on Taylor's side. I stand with Taylor. The hashtag was trending on Twitter at #1 for about an hour or so. I think right now it's at #2. Let's see. Actually, yeah, right now it's at #2. I don't know what's going on. Something with sports took #1. But basically, people are talking about this. This is the most noise I have seen in regards to something happening with Taylor. We all had this before when she first came out with the first Tumblr post, but we'll get into that later. So this is just... There's so much to talk about. I don't even know where to continue, guys. Oh, my God. Okay, Maggie says, it's completely ridiculous. I already wrote a letter to both Scott and Scooter. Yeah, I mean, guys, this is the time to speak up. This is the time to really talk about this because what is happening to Taylor is so unfair. And what's funny is that this shouldn't even be if you hate Taylor, okay? If you hate Taylor, fine. But can you imagine this happening to somebody else, maybe somebody that you like? Like, this could, people that are in the business of music, I don't know that much about it, but people that are in this business, if I were seeing this, if I was an artist, I would be scared. Because if this is happening to Taylor Swift, then it can happen to anybody. It can happen to so many artists. So I hope that people like Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry, the top of the top, I hope that they see this. And I really, really, truly hope that they speak out. But let's go ahead and go back to what Taylor Swift wrote because there's still so much to talk about in regards to this. So we mentioned that she cannot perform her songs and she cannot use her footage or songs on the Netflix documentary. Scott Borchetta told my team that they'll allow me to use my music only if I do these things. One, if I agree to not re-record copycat versions of my song next year, which we spoke about, she's supposed to be doing albums 1 through 5 starting November 2020. And she put in parentheses, which is something I'm both legally allowed to do and looking forward to. Yes. And also told my team, oh, sorry guys, did I put okay. Also told my team, where am I at? Sorry guys. Okay, also told my team that I need to stop talking about him and Scooter Braun. So it looks like they are upset with Taylor Swift's original Tumblr post where she spoke out about this. And from the looks of it, this is them getting back at her for that original Tumblr thing. Once again, Taylor Swift made this a very public situation. And from the looks of it, they are trying to find a way to get back at her. She wrote, I feel very strongly that sharing what is happening to me could change the awareness level for other artists and potentially help them avoid a similar fate. This message being sent to me is very clear. Basically, be a good little girl and shut up, or you'll be punished. Guys, oh, this breaks my heart. Like this line where she said, be a good little girl and shut up. I feel this is so true. Again, going back to the original Tumblr post, they did not want her to speak up. They wanted her to follow their rules and basically screw her so that they can get their way and look good in front of the public eye. Taylor went on to say, this is wrong. Neither of these men had a hand in the writing of those songs. They did nothing to create the relationship I have with my fans. So this is where I'm asking for your help. And guys, this is a plea from Taylor, okay? This is a legit plea from Taylor, which breaks my heart that she is at the point where she doesn't know what to do next. And this is the only way. She has a lot of power through her fans. And this is pretty much the only way to, really get this out there. But before I continue, let's see. Stone Cold Val says, this is why songwriters should always keep their rights even if we don't get paid at the time. Debbie Irwin says, the music industry is vicious. Jonathan Pacheco says, I feel bad for Taylor Swift. Rachel says, yeah, there's probably so many artists that have been through this and just haven't spoken up about it. Taylor is so brave to speak out, and I'm so proud of her. Yeah, and it sucks because a lot of artists aren't lucky like Taylor Swift to have such a huge supportive fan base, and so maybe people are afraid. Like, I can totally see people being afraid to speak up because you work so hard and you don't want to lose opportunities. It happens in every single realm. It happens in everywhere. It happens, to me in the hosting world. It happens to everybody where people are afraid to speak up. So once again, going back to this, if it's happening to Taylor, it can happen to anybody else. Let's get back to her tweet. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Taylor also says that these men had nothing to do with her songs. Of course, we already know this. Taylor Swift writes her own music, helps compose her own music, etc. Let's see. So she says, please let Scott Borchetta and Scooter Braun know how you feel about this. Scooter also manages several artists who I really believe care about other artists and their work. Please ask them for help with this. I'm hoping that maybe they can talk some sense into the men who are exercising tyrannical control over someone who just wants to play the music. She wrote, I'm especially asking for help from the Carlisle group who put up, let me put this a lot bigger. Sorry, guys. Let me get this up for you guys. Live stream, guys, it's more complicated. Who put up the money for the sale of my music to these two men. I just want to be able to perform my own music. That's it. I've tried to work this out privately through my team, but have not been able to resolve anything. Right now, my performance at the AMAs, the Netflix documentary, and any other recorded events I'm planning to play until November 2020 are a question mark. I love you guys and thought you should know what's going on. So she's asking people to speak up, guys, and if there's ever a time to speak up, this is it. So some of the people that Scooter Braun manages is Justin Bieber, which we all know he's not gonna speak up, guys. If we're expecting Justin Bieber to all of a sudden make a full baby face turn, it's not gonna happen. Let's see, Ariana Grande, guys, is, I think, our biggest hope, to be honest, looking at this list. from the looks of it, both of these two girls have had nothing but mutual respect for each other. And I know that is probably asking a lot of Ariana Grande, just because, again, as I mentioned, people are afraid to speak up, especially with the people that they work with and have this huge power. But I do think that Ariana Grande is at a level where she can speak up, and I think that if this is the time for her to sort of, I don't know, not even grow a backbone. I don't know what the right word is, but for her to speak up, this would be the time. I think if Ariana Grande speaks up, it would be like real, like, I don't know if it would be huge, just because, she's working with Scooter Braun. So for her to come out and say something would just really, really, really make a change, and maybe even help some of the people that aren't seeing what we're fighting for and maybe hate Taylor Swift. If someone like Ariana Grande were to speak up, I think that would really, really help. And it really sucks that Taylor had to come out and, go out and have to ask for people's help, because I'm sure that's usually everybody's last resort. We don't always want to go out and ask for help. Sorry guys, I'm rambling, but there's just so much to talk about this. I think we're all feeling all sorts of, different emotions and whatnot. So let's see what other people are saying here. Rachel says, yes, Ari, please speak out. Jeremy says, so what is she supposed to perform? Well, I guess she's only allowed to perform songs from Lover, which is the album, like, she owns, all her music and her rights for Lover. But guys, this is, again, an honor for all her music, not just the last album that she put out. So it's very unfortunate. Again, it's just a way for them to sort of, try to bring her down, honestly. Tom Wang says, Taylor started Big Machine with Scott. He said he had nothing but a dream. Maybe he should go to sleep. And Tom, thank you so much for bringing a joke into here. I think we can use a laugh. Thank you so much. Jeremy Diesel says, songs from album 1. Wow, I feel for her. Let's see. There's so many other things. Debbie also says, this is a huge step for Taylor to take for future musicians. She is the best. Taylor Swift has spoken out plenty of times. We cannot forget her infamous letter to Apple. And that's one of the things that I just realized is that, not realized, but I tweeted this out, and a lot of people are tweeting this out too. Taylor Swift has promoted so many artists. She stood up for artists. By writing the letter to Apple, she was standing up for artists, and she was standing up for their royalties, etc. Taylor Swift has promoted artists through podcasts. How many times hasn't she put a listening podcast on Spotify where she shares all of these songs that she loves from different artists, and all these artists put, oh my God, Taylor, I'm so thankful that you liked my song. Where are those people at right now? They haven't said anything. Okay, so there's those people. There's the people that Taylor Swift has had as guests on her show. Think of all the people that she had on her 1989 World Tour alone. Think of all the celebrities that have been caught snapping pictures at her concerts. The people that have opened for her. I don't know. The last I saw, I haven't seen anything from a lot of people. I haven't seen anything from Ed Sheeran. I haven't seen anything from Camila Cabello that I know of on here publicly. And I know that a lot of people obviously are going to support Taylor Swift privately, and that's great and that's wonderful. But right now she's asking people to make noise. She's asking people to do this publicly, not just privately. You can offer support to Taylor privately, but you can also do it publicly, I think. And I think there's still a lot of people that we are waiting on to go ahead and speak out. And the last time this happened, we had a lot of male artists that did not speak out in defense for Taylor Swift. We had mostly female artists, and now it should be any artist. It shouldn't be about men or women. It should be about anybody. Anybody that is an artist, anybody that's a creative, anybody that loves and passions their work, there should be speaking out. Emil Mentor says, Denise, you're so beautiful. Thank you. Emil says she has the best discograph. I can't talk. I was so excited for this performance. Me too. I remember when we talked about this, we said, oh, what songs is Taylor Swift going to perform? And I think we were all very excited to see what she was going to perform. So speaking about people speaking out in defense for Taylor, one of the people that I do want to bring up is Joseph Kahn. So as you guys know, Joseph Kahn has directed a lot of Taylor Swift's video, including Look What You Made Me Do. And he wrote on Twitter, I love Joseph Kahn, he wrote, Scooter and Scott sold Carlyle Group on false premise. Taylor would cooperate on them buying her catalog. She will not. This is a disaster for them. As businessmen, they have to cut their losses and sell Taylor back her catalog. Otherwise, it's negligence to their investors. So guys, this is someone that is close to Taylor Swift. So for him to put this up here, it seems like there is more to the business side that we obviously don't know about. And from the looks of it, the first line is the most important, where he says, Scooter and Scott sold Carlyle Group on false premise. The false premise would be that Taylor would cooperate on them buying her catalog. And obviously that was not the case. Therefore, their sale to Carlyle Group was false. So hopefully they do see some pushback from their investors. I really hope so. I hope that with the fans and with big names and people speaking out for Taylor, that again, Taylor asked the Carlyle Group to also have an input in this. And hopefully with this and all the noise people are making, we do see that. All right. We should also mention that the Carlyle Group isn't probably the nicest works of people, as they are a large shareholder. They have invested in more than 200 companies, and some of which help with war and all this stuff. I won't get into the details of the Carlyle Group because there's still a lot more that I don't understand of what they do, so I will let you guys do that. We'll find out more information about that. Vinny says, hi Denise, I feel Taylor needs to get everyone on the bandwagon to get Scott and Scooter kicked out, and she is creating one of the best legacies by standing up to her injustices. Exactly. With her speaking out alone, like, this is huge, guys. I don't think people realize just how much power someone that has the public behind their back can actually accomplish. Jamie Lynn says, our artist of the decade should be able to perform her songs throughout the decade. Yes, exactly, Jamie Lynn. Like, what is that? Honestly, can you imagine going out there being honored for this award and only being able to sing 18 of her tracks? 18! Okay, because that's what we have there on Lover. Oh, man. Let's see. Vinny also says, also, I feel she should start her own record company and still be part of Republic as well. I think she's happy with Republic right now, so we'll just let that be in the meantime. Denise, okay. And then, what else? All right, sad face from Dorsa. Rachel also says, I agree with you about the people who need to speak out regardless if they are male or female. Artists, friends, tours, openers, etc. Emil says, this is the Lifetime Decade Award for a reason. We need to make sure she's performing. I'm waiting for Ariana Grande to say some period. But how do you feel about Selena Gomez's new music? I've only heard, well, her songs that she's came out with, but I'll talk about Selena Gomez some other time. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? Okay. For those of you guys who do not remember what is happening with Taylor Swift in her original Tumblr post, she went on, and I think this is the original Tumblr post is what pissed off Scooter Braun and Scott Borchetta. She wrote that for years she pleaded for a chance to own her own work. Instead, she was given an opportunity to sign back up to Big Machine Records and earn one album back at a time. So she would have to make all these albums just to earn her other albums. She walked away because she wrote, I walked away because I knew once I signed that contract, Scott Borchetta would sell the label, thereby selling me and my future. I had to make the excruciating choice to leave behind my past, music I wrote on my bedroom floor, and videos. She went on to say that, let's see, basically she wrote about why they were not good people, why she didn't trust them. She wrote about her new label and basically all of that, and that's when she promoted Lover as well. But that's pretty much, for those of you guys who don't know, that's the post that really set them off there and basically started this whole thing, because prior to this, none of us had any clue that this was happening. Alrighty guys, so that's pretty much what I have right now. So this is pretty much going to be a wait and see game, because the last time this happened, Big Machine did put out a press release where they did talk about their side of things, and and I'm sure that right now they have their PR team and whoever else working up some manipulative response to what Taylor Swift has written. We're still waiting on lots more people to speak up in defense for Taylor. We don't know what she's going to do at the AMAs, but I will tell you this, guys. I'm thinking, and we already all know this, but Taylor Swift is going to have one hell of a speech at the AMAs. I'm just going to say this, all eyes need to be on Taylor that day at the AMAs, because I am sure she's going to say something very eloquent, very smart, and, really talk about what's going on right now. We still have about a week, really, until the AMA. So a week, guys, and we don't know what's going to happen. As for Taylor Swift's Netflix documentary, from the looks of it, it sounds to me like it's on hold, considering that they cannot use footage. So guys, this is just messed up. I wish I knew more about legal stuff and what Taylor Swift can do. I've been reading some great and brilliant comments on Twitter, including some fans who think that a good idea would be for an artist to, in honor of Taylor, to sing her songs as a cover at the AMAs, which would be wonderful to really have all of these different voices and these different artists sing her songs. But at the same time, we want them to speak out. We want them to speak now, all right? Let's see what you guys are saying here in the comment section. Let's see. Tammy Larson. Tammy, hey girl. She wrote, this makes no sense at all. They had no problem with her performing her old music until she made it publicly known that she is re-recording her masters. Angela says, I read that Taylor owns $7 million to Scooter and Scott. Is that true? Owns or owes? I definitely don't think that is true at all, because I have not heard about that, and I would have heard that by now from other sources and whatnot, since I'm really up on the news and always reading what legit news people are saying. Emil says, if I was AMAs, I would fight to get Taylor to perform her hits for their ratings. Same as Netflix, Emil. I don't know if Netflix has tweeted out anything, but this is their time to also say something, because they are the ones that are being held back from putting Taylor Swift's documentary up. So yes, Netflix should also be saying something. Again, the last time I was on Twitter checking all of this stuff out, I still had not seen anything. Rachel also says, oh my god, yes, her speech at the AMAs is going to be iconic. Tammy says she can't wait. Jonathan says, I was very excited for Taylor Swift performing her older songs at the AMAs. Emil says, Big Machine is wicked. That's why none of these artists are successful. And Vinny DiCarpio says, Taylor needs to drop a new single at the AMAs like The Man, because she is really the man. Scooter Scott will get paid back. And Chai City says Prince and Michael Jackson had the same problem. I think it's time for a change, guys. And if anyone is going to make this change happen, I do truly believe that it's going to be Taylor Swift, guys. I don't know when, but I feel in a couple years from now, we're all going to look back at this and say, you know what? This was a blessing in disguise. Let's talk about Taylor. We all know that she's very active on Tumblr. Sorry, guys. I have so many stuff that I wanted to Did I not put this up? Oh, no. Oh, here it is. Okay, so a fan, Fearless Lay on Tumblr, wrote, I guess music has value until it's self-written by a woman, huh? So I'm showing you guys this because Taylor Swift did give this a like. So just heads up, Taylor Swift is on Tumblr. She is aware of what people are saying, and keep an eye out on all of that. ML says, exactly, Netflix needs to do it better. I feel like people are scared of Scooter Braun. Yeah, guys. He's totally... Someone says, did you see Halsey's Insta story? No. What did I miss on Halsey's Instagram story? Did I miss something? I probably did. Okay. Well, I don't follow Halsey. Did you hear what Justin Bieber and Demi Lovato said? Have they spoken out recently? Or is this the... Okay, guys. I'm going on... Sorry, guys. This is a live stream. So we're literally going as things come. If you guys are seeing anything else... Okay. All right, guys. All right, we have something from Halsey, okay? So Halsey has posted on... Sorry, I'm trying to take photos of what she wrote so that I can... Okay, so Halsey has posted on Instagram, guys. Here we go. Halsey says, not only are we looking at an awful business move, because no one would be insensitized to allow Taylor to perform her song Scene, as they would direct to rediscovery of a catalog they currently profit off of. But this is just mean. This is punishment. This is hoping to silence her from speaking about things by dangling this over her head. These people are protected because they inspire complicity with fear, which what we've been talking about, banking on the illusion that people will not stand up for her. And this is what we're seeing. That the world will say she is overreacting, which many people are. You're barking up the wrong tree. It is her grace and patience in these moments that make her artist of the decade. Halsey, you are a girl. You are our girl. Halsey defended her last time. She defended her again. Sorry, my phone is dirty. On Instagram, you guys can go ahead and see this if you guys did not understand my terrible reading, because obviously. So go ahead and check out what Halsey says. Let's see, what else? Anybody else? I tried to defend Scooter. All right, so let me see if Demi Lovato, I didn't even know she was back on social media, to be honest. All right, let's go. I don't know if Demi Lovato is saying anything. Did you see so someone said that Demi Lovato posted something? Can you tell me where she posted something if she did? Because I didn't even know she still had her Twitter profile. I'm also wondering if Karlie Kloss is going to say anything, guys. Karlie was good friends with Taylor Swift as well. And from the looks of it, there may not be as good as friends anymore. I don't know. It's been going back and forth. I've been reading lots of conflicting rumors. So I don't know what's... Oh, yeah. No, that ML. So yeah, that was from last time. What Demi and Justin said, that was from the last Tumblr post that Taylor Swift posted, the original one that started this whole thing. So I thought this was a recent one. So recently, it doesn't look like they've posted anything so far. Let me actually go ahead and check what other people are saying, guys. So let's all take a minute, go on Twitter, see what people are saying. This is a live stream, so we're just gonna do things live. So cool that Vinny says, so cool that people are coming together. Honestly, yes and no. I'm still waiting for so many more people to go ahead and really go out and say something. All right, let's check out. Let's see if anybody else has posted anything that. Okay, so everybody's talking about what Halsey has just written out. Okay, so thank you, Halsey. We stand Halsey, guys. We stand Halsey. All right, from the looks of it, I still haven't seen anything. Abigail, of course, Taylor Swift's longtime friend, has said something. But again, we need big artists, guys. We need big people that are that are big musicians to go ahead and say something. Alrighty, guys, so that's what's happening. I don't know what else to add other than this really sucks. This is awful. I really, really hope that Taylor feels our support. I really feel, sorry, I'm reading your guys' comments. I really hope that she comes out on top of this. I feel she's gone through so much already, and she's going through so much. In one of her recent interviews, she did say that part of the reason why she wasn't going on tour for so many dates is that a lot is going on in her home. As we do know, her mom is sick, so she's dealing with that. She's dealing with handling a career. She's dealing with so much, guys. And to have this just added on top of everything, they're just basically trying to ruin her good moments. And that's basically what this is, guys. This is Scooter Braun and Scott Borchetta's way of saying, ha, 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 we are powerful men, and this is what we're doing to Taylor because we can't get her back any other way. Because the second she re-records her music, they have nothing but wasted $300 million. Kaylee Swift says Shawn Mendes follows Scooter on Instagram. Does he? I don't know, actually, on that. I don't know if he does or he doesn't, but I don't think he would. He just did a song with Taylor, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that he does not follow him on Instagram, but I don't know because I've never personally gone to go check. Let's see. Anything else? I'm waiting for Camila. Jonathan says, I'm waiting for Camila Cabello, Shawn Mendes, Ed Sheeran, Selena Gomez, etc. to speak out. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you. For sure. All right, guys, so this is pretty much the end of my live stream. I hope that things get better from here, but I just feel like it's going to get crazier. So maybe I will come back on when more news comes out. Obviously, the big machine's going to go ahead and say something afterwards, so maybe we'll go ahead and have more news after that, or who knows, maybe within the next few hours something else will pop up. But guys, that is what's happening right now. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. I'm so sorry that this is why we're doing this live stream. I could be editing other videos right now, not this. So anyways, guys, let's pray and hope for Taylor Swift and hope that things get better and that just things get better, all right? And we'll see what's going to happen at the AMAs and with the Netflix documentary. So thank you guys so much for coming on here and chatting with me. Oh, wait, hold on. Emma says, go look at Todrick's haul story. I saw that he posted something, but I thought he just reshared. We all know that Todrick and Scooter Braun have had a history, so I know that they haven't always been bursts of terms, and I definitely expect Todrick Hall to go ahead and speak out. Oh, he has a lot of stories. Okay. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I have to literally screenshot everything. Oh, he literally just reshared Taylor Swift. Yeah, he did just reshare her stuff. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for me. I will see you guys later. Let's all hope for the best, guys. I'm sorry that this is the reason we had to have the stream. I'm going to go back and edit more videos. I'm going to go back and work on the Taylor Swift videos that I'm editing because from December 1st to December 13th, I will be posting new original Taylor Swift content every single day in honor of her birthday leading up to her 30th birthday. So we will have those videos coming out shortly. So I'm going to go ahead and work on those. But other than that, guys, have a great night as best as you guys can. I'll be on Twitter. I'll be on top of things. Message me if anything else comes about. Tag me. I love when you guys share stuff with me through DMs. A lot of you guys notify me of things that are going on through DM, so thank you guys so much for that. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at _Denise Salcedo. Have a great night, guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you guys who are rewatching this video, sorry for the messy beginning, and go to the comments below and share your thoughts on all of this. All right, guys, bye.